Most annoying celebrity.
Northwest.
Northwest?
Yeah, she played and takes the life out of me.
Listen, North, I see you dripped out. Talk to me about how much the pick off. Talk the shit. How much the chain?
I don't know.
You don't know for the chains? Okay, I see the chain. How much for the chain?
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, I see the chain. How much for the shirt?
You asked, here are some pictures of North celebrating her birthday on a yacht with her mum, Kim.
Kim Kardashian had Northwest, who recently turned 12, dressed like she was at Paris Fashion Week, complete with shoes, a corset, and a full beat. And because this is a rollout and not a phase, people are now waking up. North's appearance in these adult-coded clothes, full glam, orchestrated photo sessions, TikToks at night, and interacting with influencers twice her age, the way Kim groomed her own kid for the cameras, is not typical. You do not have to be a fan of the Kardashians to sense that something is wrong, and I do not care what people think. The press-ready moments and these birthday photos have people asking Kim the one question she obviously does not want to answer. Is North merely the latest Kardashian PR product, or is she even permitted to have a childhood? It is becoming very difficult to act as though this is normal when you consider the pattern, the style, and the way Kim entirely controls North's image while Kanye is totally shut out. Let us not act as though Kim Kardashian is acting in this way only because North like fashion, because the timing of this new North deployment is just too convenient if you look at what has been happening behind the scenes. Skims may still be profitable, but Kim's cultural hold is no longer there. Kim is aware of this and is now using her daughter as a filter for influence, rather than pursuing it like she formerly did. North is being rolled out, positioned, and dressed like a public person as a result. It is a contingency plan, not simply branding. And because this does not feel like a proud mother showcasing her child, the followers are beginning to get impatient. It is like to a narcissist holding up a mirror. Kim has not merely made North visible over the past 12 months. She has caused division. Consider it. She frequently shares TikToks of North misbehaving, interrupting, being boisterous, obnoxious, overgrown, and generally allowing the internet to make fun of her. She seems to be purposefully revealing North just enough to irritate folks. Therefore, a dossier on North is already available to the public when she eventually rebels, makes a mistake, or says something careless. What is worse than that? That is precisely what some fans believe. It was best expressed in one comment. It's probably a way for her to control North by already controlling how the public sees her. And there is a pattern, not just a hypothesis. While her younger siblings remain quiet, well-groomed, and adorable, she is allowing North to assume this chaotic, spoiled, led position on the internet. And if Kim is thus astute about public opinion, you already know that she will not apply the brakes when North goes too far, which leads us to the next event. Once you truly look at the manner that North's being pushed into the limelight, the receipts speak for themselves. The attitude and the manner she is being pushed to appear brazen, boisterous, and confrontational, like a brand with an inherent personality, are more important than the clothes. And there are clips everywhere. The first was the Instagram live video that quickly became popular. North gave Kim a reality check when she was live streaming, questioning why she spoke differently, and Kim was stuck in place as she attempted to display a sweet mother-daughter moment. It was evident in her face. In front of 40,000 people, she was not prepared for North to clock her influencer tone. Here's the video in case you missed it.
I just love seeing what's in them. There's so many different fun cuties and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna open it and show you guys.
Why do you talk different?
Why do I talk different for what?
When I create videos. For my videos, I'm the same human being. I don't talk different.
Not because it is hilarious, but because it revealed something more profound. The clip became viral. North is intelligent enough to recognize when her mother does not look like the person on television. Additionally, the Met Gala moment continues to make people gasp. North smacked Kim with what seemed to be a dollar store-bought pair of pearls as she entered the room, newly groomed from head to toe. North dragged the entire design like it was a Pinterest failure on national television. Indeed, it was humorous, but it also made a statement.
I like the pearls. I just don't like that it looks like from the dollar store.
And North continued as if that was not enough. When Kim asked North what she thought of the overall appearance, she shrugged and used the B word.
We're going for like vintage, authentic, hurly girly.
It's looking like beachy.
Okay, so that's why we covered the stomach, so it doesn't look beachy.
North is therefore being educated to drag it out loud, on camera, as if it were a sport, in addition to growing up in a society that is fixated on glamour and approbation. And Kim is hardly the only one. Pete Davidson and Jared Leto were also targeted by North. I quote, cringe, she remarked, referring to their Met Gala performances. It appears like he is heading to the petrol station.
Pete Davidson. Hate it. Hate it.
You're going to the Met Gala, Pete, not the gas station.
Once more, this goes beyond a child being snarky. This is a trend of uncensored public discourse that is being documented, shared, and advertised. And who is always behind the camera? Kim. People often assume that she is simply expressing herself, but in reality, her behavior is being vetted, shared, and replicated. However, branding a child at such an early age is not cute. Furthermore, this is only the beginning, as further investigation reveals that this is more than simply a huge personality. In ways that would never be acceptable in a typical home, this youngster is being empowered, praised, and enabled. First, let us talk about the Kendall case. Kendall Jenner appeared at one of their family gatherings wearing an outfit that Kim reportedly did not like, but she never mentioned anything. Who made that public? North, on camera in front of Kendall. According to my mom, she detested your clothing. Kim simply sat there. She only flashed a weak side eye and an odd giggle, as if she was at a loss for words. It was more than simply dubious. It demonstrated how easy it is for North to blame her own family. According to Kim, North approached Kendall and informed her directly that she did not like her clothing.
What happened was, Kendall sent us 2 options, saying which one should I wear, this black and white one or this all white one. So I said, wow, I liked the white one better. And shady little North tells her that?
However, things worsen. A revived report claims that North dismissed her babysitter. She also allegedly attempted to bite her. It is not only being spoiled, any other mother would go into full repercussions mode for that kind of conduct. However, Kim, nothing took place. We are all expected to behave as though that is typical of a youngster. And wait for this if you think that is dramatic. It seems that North declined to take her brother's transportation to school. Additionally, Kim had her ride in a different car rather than instructing her to handle it like all the other kids, as if she were Calabasas Elementary's CEO. This is extreme partiality, and it is crazy that no one in the family gave it any serious thought. One additional item reveals the length of time this behavior has been occurring. Kim once said that since North would become envious, she had to nurse Saint while hiding in a closet when he was a newborn.
I'm hiding in the guest room, you guys. I'm hiding in the guest room because my kids will not leave me alone.
Hey, that's me.
Like, let us take a moment to process it, because her kid cannot cope with not being the focus of attention, an adult mother huddled in a closet. And rather from being a warning sign, it was simply another amusing mother's tale to be told on television. However, the audience is not giggling. The worst aspect is that North is completely unaware of what is taking place. As if that were not enough, folks are extremely worried about Kim's recent fashion choices for North. Since North is beginning to resemble an influencer rather than a child, it is more than simply a few wardrobe decisions. Kim's Christmas TikTok was one among the first things that sparked a conversation. The mood did not indicate winter break fun, and North was wearing a tight-fitting attire and a full face. Grown, it stated, and this particular clip really put a lid on it. The internet refused to accept it. Individuals were stating, why is she allowing her daughter to dress like this? She is still a kid and she's 12, but she looks 22. Naturally, Kim remained silent throughout. Rather, she just posted the video as if it were adorable. The cosmetics instructions followed. Furthermore, we are not referring about lip gloss or simple cosmetics. We are talking about the type of a glam that most mature women find difficult to achieve. Contour, lashes, foundation, and blended highlights. Furthermore, she is not only applying cosmetics for fun, she is filming, editing, and sharing it. And the fact that it does not seem like something North picked out for herself alone is what truly caused parents to get concerned. She seems to be being taught how to market a look before she really knows what it entails. Let us discuss the clothing. Nevertheless, Kim has always dressed North with similar attire as her own, identical hues, silhouettes, and positions. Additionally, they are not enjoyable mommy and me ensembles. These are miniature representations of Kim's Kim's mature appearance. Additionally, she typically receives the greatest publicity from them. It loses its cuteness when you compare the pictures side by side. It begins to seem like a strategy. Kim seems to be choosing North's appearance precisely, much as her mother Chris did with her. She is not only dressing her up for amusement. A little replica of herself is being created by her. In this video, Kim and North are shown posing as though they are brand ambassadors while sporting identical attire. As if that were not enough, North has been going out in expensive clothing that is more expensive than the rent for most people. Gothic style, daring silhouettes, and all-out Balenciaga. Not what you would anticipate from a 12-year-old. Parents and fans are speaking up again in this following section because in one of her TikTok account's most popular videos, North danced to a rap tune that was obviously intended for adults while sporting a bright red curly wig that exposed her tummy. It also happened late at night. Everywhere you looked was that footage. In a matter of days, it reached millions of views. Additionally, the response left many feeling troubled rather than merely astonished. When Kim did reply, she claimed that North was with the babysitter and that she had requested permission before filming the TikToks. Thus, she was not even home when it occurred.
The Ice Spice videos, she said, "Mommy, can I post this?" I was out of town, so I had my nanny was there and allowed it. And then as soon as I saw the words and everything, I was like, oh, no, we're taking this down. She was totally understood. So I think that's the trial and error sometimes. And, you know, and then I saw on the internet, it's like, Kanye was right. You know, and maybe he was.
Therefore, we are expected to assume that Kim was unaware. She had no idea that her little daughter was dancing to explicit lyrics while wearing a whole Ice Spice costume, publishing the video for millions of people to view, share, and repost. It is not that difficult. She did not want to know, or she knew. The problem is that glam looks and TikToks were not the only things that led to this. North has consistently behaved much older than she actually is, as if she is well versed in the ways of the media. She did not tolerate it even as a toddler. Do you recall her yelling at the photographers to stop taking pictures?
She says no picture.
No, please. You're ready.
Even though she is still very small and seldom speaks in this footage, she calls out to the cameras as if she is aware of what is happening. People initially dismissed it with remarks like, "Oh, she is so feisty," but she persisted. Even as she becomes older, she continues to yell at adults to stop, as if she has already seen it all. Yes, the paparazzi are disliked by everyone, but this is not a one-time event. This pattern of revolt has been repeatedly captured on video. North never attempts to play the kind, well-behaved celebrity kid, not even when doing interviews. She rolls her eyes, throws sardonic glances, and even brushes praises aside as if she is already sick of them. They are asking North basic questions regarding her attire in this video. She repeatedly said, "I do not know," without even trying to comply.
Ask your boy Chris who's moving. Who am I here with today? Listen, North, after you dripped out, talk to me how much the pick off, stoke the shades, how much the shades?
I don't know.
You don't know for the shades? Okay, I see the chains, how much the chains?
I don't know.
I don't know, okay, I see the shirt, how much the shirt? I don't know, okay, I see the bag.
It is giving, not stage fright. I understand how everything operates. I simply do not give a damn anymore. Then there is the time that hardly anybody discusses. The one when North supposedly tore apart the pillows on the couch in order to enter one of Kanye's parties covertly. Kanye claims in this video that his daughter destroyed the house in order to spend more time with him.
My daughter ripped up the mother and them couches in the house to be able to be with me right now. Y'all don't know what's going on, for real. Where y'all TikToking and all that shit, y'all put up with all that shit.
That could seem like a crazy child tantrum on its own. However, it ceases to feel like children being children when you combine it with everything else, such as the attitude, independence, and continuous camera time. It begins to resemble a little child who has been taught that she can break the rules to obtain what she wants. And in that environment, you do not gain anything for simply being a child. It is beginning to seem like this was never random given all we have witnessed: the attire, the glitz, the actions, Kim's silence, and the way North is being thrust into the forefront, because this is a pattern rather than just poor parenting, and you already know where that pattern began if you have been paying attention. Kris Jenner. Kim did not suddenly decide to make North a household name. She grew up seeing her own mother make headlines out of every controversy, as if she had experienced everything: the clothing, the tape leak, the on-camera tears, the magazine covers, and even the public humiliation. All of that somehow found its way into the brand. Kim is now the one with the camera. This time, she is using the same formula with her daughter. North is not being brought up to discover her identity. Before she even realizes what is truly happening, she is being shaped into a performer. Kim had the opportunity if she had truly desired something different. She had the option to say, "This ends with me." However, she didn't. The way that other Kardashian mothers are parenting their girls just serves to highlight this. Stormi dancing in adult attire is not something Kylie posts on TikTok. Instead of shooting true in full glam, Khloe is stealing adult music to get likes. And simply have a peek at the Stormi's birthday video. There are balloons all throughout, pastel bounce houses, and pure happiness. There is not a single camera promoting a cause.
Another party! You want to go inside? Stormy World! Two is better than one. Another party! Hi, you guys!
True is bouncing around in gymnastics class, grinning at cakes and unicorns, and leading a typical life with room to be a child, and that disparity speaks for itself. After witnessing what Kris had done to Kim, Kylie and Khloe turned away. Instead of pressuring their girls, they decided to shield them. As you are all aware, Kanye was the one who attempted to stop it and said that this was not appropriate. North should not be online, he urged the world. She was being used, he claimed. What was Kim's action? She cut him off, and now that he is gone, nothing can stop this. Imagine North at the age of 18 if this is what she is doing now. She is not being raised, that much is certain. They are branding her.